Oh my God, Australia, how you doing? We're here in Australia. We just landed. We're in the future because back where we are, it's still Friday, and yet today it's Saturday morning. Ready for action, baby. Thank goodness we had a moment after we arrived to get ourselves acclimated. We went to go see some beautiful animals at the sanctuary, and I got to see beloved koalas. We've also experienced all 4 seasons in one day. That's been really interesting. And today the weather has turned and it is spring summer right now. Very lovely. Are you guys ready to freestyle? Are you ready to freestyle? I can't hear you. Here we go. Listen.
Fear is one of the most misunderstood F words that we have. What if it's not an enemy? What if it's actually a friend? What if it is always trying to guide you to your highest and best, but we just haven't learned how to interpret the signal? So I have an older brother, he's like almost 7 years older than me. And so in our family, it was interesting because things that my brother wanted to do, you know, there was only us, so we would do whatever my brother wanted to do because he was firstborn. And they often wanted to watch zombie movies. So I started watching scary zombie movies when I was like 3 or 4, right? And my dad gave me this great gift because, of course, you know, I'm like what's happening right now? But he would just stop the VHS back in those days and explain to me that this was just a made-up thing. And he really taught me to enjoy the physical experience of fear, that it was like this playful thing that all these people were putting on this movie so that we could have these jumps and scares, and it was just this genius thing. And he did the same thing with me with roller coasters, where he kind of trained me to embrace fear. Does that make sense? And so I didn't have this experience of going like, I would like run towards things that were scary because he kind of trained me to understand it in a different way.
Sitting in the airport here in Melbourne, event last night, rockin'. Got to hug I think it was 150 people, take pictures with them. We had close to 600 people at the event. It was fantastic. It was a little tough getting everybody up to dance, but we did it. And so now we're heading over to Brisbane, which I hear is a completely different vibe. So I'm curious to see both the vibe of the city and if the crowd is going to behave differently. And from here on out, it's boom, 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 event, 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 and then back to New York City. How y'all feeling? Oh my goodness, Brisbane, you are lit!
I think we live in such an interesting time right now where through technology, we're spending so much of our daily life comparing ourselves to other people. When I started the business in 2000, social media didn't exist back then at all. And in many ways, it was much simpler. And there was a peacefulness around it. But I find that one of the biggest things I see stopping people from growing their lives and growing their businesses is actually caring what other people think and going through all of the backlash that you might receive or thinking about the criticism that might come your way when you express the real you.
What's some of the cool things that you've done with your money since you've come to success?
Oh, okay. I love it. I love money. That's one of my favorite topics. So one of my dreams since I was little was to be just completely debt-free. That was my first kind of milestone, was to have absolutely zero debt. And I did that a few years back, where it's so no mortgages, no nothing. I mean nothing, right? And then the next level was for me to get to a place where I would never have to work again if I didn't want to. And I've crossed that. So, yeah. So the things that I do, I love this. Like, this is truly my life's work. And so for me, those are fun things. Because remember what I said earlier, what's my biggest value? Freedom. So for me, money is all about freedom. And then in terms of the things that have been really meaningful, it's actually funding some of my favorite organizations that do really powerful work.
We had a fantastic stop in Brisbane last night. It was so much fun. And we're sitting here now in the airport getting ready to go to Sydney. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm sad because tonight is actually the last tour stop for the Everything is Figureoutable official book tour. Now, of course, I'm gonna keep talking about this message, hopefully until my last days, but I am really excited to go out with a bang tonight. So no one like you has ever been on planet Earth and likely never will be again. Your unique perspective, your unique combination of gifts and talents and your point of view, if you have something that you want to create or some change that you want to make or something that you want to do and share with the world and you hold back from doing it, you are stealing from those who need you most. I'm a little sad that this incredible, September, all of October, we're here in November right now, this worldwide tour is now complete in terms of this phase of it. I mean, from 8 cities in the US to a whole whirlwind press tour in London, and now our time here in Australia. It's been incredible. Thank you for following along with this journey. If you haven't, go back and watch the other videos because they're awesome. And I think one of the coolest bits is that we've already been approached by places that we've been before about coming back because there was such high demand. So I don't think this is the end of the story. I think it's just the beginning. And I think it's really the beginning of this idea, Everything is Figureoutable, getting out to an even bigger, wider audience. So that's what we got for now, and we'll see you soon. Everybody knows how to do like hip circles? Do hip circles, right? You're doing great. You're doing great. Now, keep the upper part of your body really still and just let it all happen in the hips. Yes, you're doing awesome. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Now, here's what you do next. So once you have that hip movement down, you're gonna just step forward with one foot. Keep those knees bent. But here's where the real magic comes in. You take a little bit of a stance. You're gonna be moving these hips. You're gonna really focus on one, but here's where it gets fun. You're gonna be completely dead in the arms and in the eyes. So it's like this. Like you don't know what's going on, but this is happening.